Hello everyone and welcome in. Today is Wednesday, May 22nd, and we're going to be taking a look to see what all energies want to come in for you from God, Spirit, the Divine. I also, during the read, I am going to be pulling cards for each of the groupings about what is it that you need to release during tomorrow's full moon in Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what all wants to come through. And I will start with the collective in general. And as always, remember, take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. Also, check out this week, there's going to be some additional videos posting for things like twin flames. Is this your person? And make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell so that you can be alerted as to when those videos are posting. All right. So a jumper card for the collective is we have the Magician. Then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. Pull them down here so you can kind of see them. We have the King of Pentacles and then the Knight of Swords. All right. The card that jumped, we had the Magician card. So this is all about transforming lead into gold. It's about whatever these low vibe, dense energies are that are coming in. How do you transform them? How do you transmute them into something more engaging, something more high vibe, something more positive? With our Seven of Pentacles, this is going to be that card about like reaping the benefits and the rewards of what you've sown. So she's looking at these flowers that are on the tree and she's getting a reward for it. Now, Pentacles, remember, that can be money, but it can also be time and energy. So something that you've put a lot of time and energy into is starting to bring you a good energetic return. Then with our King of Pentacles energy, this is that reliable, stable, kind of prosperous energy. So this with your Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of that sense of you've put in the work and you're getting the reward, but this isn't, it isn't like, oh, hey, you bought a scratch off ticket at the gas station and now you just won, $500. This is more along the lines of like you've been consistently putting in the work and it will create a new stream of prosperity, a new stream of abundance for you, a new stream of high energy. So it is a more stable type of energy that's coming in. It's not like a random thing that just happened to cross your path unexpectedly. This is actually kind of funny because I've never noticed it on this card. It actually has little things like pointing to different parts of the motorcycle there. Okay, so the camera's not focusing very well on it, but it says like new rear suspension, something about a clutch, your front gear, and your foot shift. So it's weird. Like I said, I don't think any of the other cards have that tiny little writing where it's pointing to anything. Your Knight of Swords energy is kind of this like opportunity, just go for it. And the interesting thing is, trying to piece in like, okay, why does it have all these little flags on it, talking about what is it? So it almost comes across because you can see the two girls that are there just gushing over this like James Dean guy that's sitting on the bike and, oh my gosh, it almost has that air of this has this impulsivity and go for it and go for that opportunity. But by having all of those, it's almost like this is a more thought out opportunity than you thought. This isn't totally reckless. There's some attention being given to it. And it's almost like you've thought about it. And have you gone back and forth? Just go for it. So that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on. Like I said, I've never seen those little things. And I mean, I've been using this deck for quite a while now. So that is what is coming through at the collective level. Now let's take a look and we'll go sign grouping by sign grouping. We will start with our air signs, which is our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And let's see specifically for you what all energy is coming in. We'll look at some oracle cards as well and what you need to release. So the star in reverse, this is that sense of pessimism, maybe doubt that things are really working in the right direction or that things are going in the direction that you're wanting them to go. We'll do this part next. So there is some pessimism, and it's interesting because energetically the big push that's coming in is, you know, transforming these energies, and you're getting your rewards. And it's almost that sense of you've been waiting for so long, you've been trying for so long and trying so hard to get things going into this, you know, whatever this direction is that you're trying to channel your life or certain life experiences, that now that it's starting to come through in a more stable way, this almost has this energy of self-sabotage with it, that you're losing hope. Like it's starting to come through, but it's almost like, you know, if this is a relationship, for example, you know what, I've been trying, this person just hasn't really been interested. They haven't been taking things to the next level. You know, I thought they were interested, like that sort of thing. And it's kind of like, no, I'm sure I'm just misreading the situation now because, you know, I've been misreading it for a long time leading up to now. So it's almost that sort of energy. Even though you can feel that things are starting to come together. And it could be two different parts of a message for you because, like I said, all of this is coming in, you know, you're getting your blessings and it's like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's, you know, keep building that dream life. So what is it that our air signs need to let go of during this full moon? 3 of Cups and 8 of Swords. So your 3 of Cups energy, it's interesting that those are coming together. The 3 of Cups energy is going to be your celebration and your friendship and your community. And then your 8 of Swords is that energy of being trapped. And so what you need to release during this full moon cycle is feeling like you're trapped. In this one, you know, all the time in the tarot deck, this card is about feeling like you're trapped, but the swords are always behind the figure. In this one, some of the swords are sort of in front, but they're off to the side. So again, it's that idea of you can move yourself forward. Don't let yourself continue to feel trapped. Then also this letting go with the 3 of Cups, I'm going to say this is feeling more like let go of this idea that you have to have all of this sense of, like, I guess, celebration and like everybody coming together behind you. Like do your own thing. If you feel trapped because you feel like you're wanting to get, I'll call it public buy-in's not necessarily the right word, but kind of that. So if you're sitting in a place where you feel trapped, but it's because you want your family's approval, you want your friends' approval for what you're doing, that's what you need to release, is this sense of, I need to do this, I need to do something that other people will approve of. So that's what you need to release. Just release it and then go for whatever it is that you're wanting to go for. Let's pull some cards, some oracle cards here for our air signs as well. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Time to take action. If you've been feeling trapped and feeling like I'm not moving forward because what are people going to say? You know, maybe I was wanting, for some of you, maybe it's that you were waiting for somebody else to move forward because you wanted to do this together. It's kind of like, no, just move yourself forward. It's time to take action. Like, don't let yourself sit and be stagnant, because you have been doing the work. You have been working towards a goal. So don't let yourself feel stuck because maybe other people aren't taking action, or don't let yourself feel stuck because you think that other people won't approve of what you're doing. Like, do what it is that feels right in your heart and soul to do. Receive. May you know you are worthy of the gift. And this is going to go with a little, I would say this goes with this card, the star in reverse, the sense of pessimism. Like, you are worthy to receive it. So don't tell yourself these stories about, oh, you know, well, I'm sure this isn't going to work out because it hasn't worked out yet. Like, stop with that part. That's also part of what's keeping you trapped, part of what you need to be letting go of during this full moon. And let's pull a spirit animal card for you. Puffin, partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So this, especially this is encouraging you to go for teamwork, and this with this idea of letting go of some of that, friendship, some of that community feel. I think it's a matter of letting go of worrying about what the community will think about you or what your friend group will think about you, because when you're standing in your authentic truth, your soul tribe comes in, and that's where you're going to find that sense of community. So, all right, that was the message for air signs. Let's take a look at fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see what messages want to come through for you for today. All right. The Hermit. This is that energy of self-reflection and deep introspection and figuring out what is it that you want to do for the next stage, for the next steps in your life. What direction do you want to go? So even though you have this energy pushing in, this like abundance and this stability, there is that sense of just go for it. Like, you know that some of that's going to be coming in, and you're working on transforming your situation. So just go for it. Let's see, what is it that our fire signs need to let go of during this full moon in Sagittarius? What do they need to let go of? Let go of the heartbreak. So if there's been something that's been kind of breaking your heart, like, let go of it. And on the heels of that is going to come your Ace of Wands energy. So if you can let go of this sense of sorrow and disappointment and heartbreak, like, this is this new energy, this creativity and inspiration and love. Like, since I would almost say that's like that go for it opportunity. So like, let go of it from the sense of you're keeping it all inside, and like, because you have this heartbreak and this sorrow, like, you're keeping it all inside, but like, let it go, unleash it to the world. You have the abundance right now to be able to do that. But, can you transform some of this heartache? So this magician energy is really about this heartache. How can you transform that? How can you show the way to other people? Like, be that way shower. This is how you get past a bad situation. Like, you can pour yourself into your creativities, into your passions, and see what comes in with that. So like I said, this is, the Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. That's that really, I'll call it bountiful energy. You've been working really hard, and now it's time for you to be able to reap those benefits. So let's take a look here. Believe in the impossible. Whatever this new creative thing is that maybe you've been thinking about, but you haven't been able to unleash that, now's the time. Go for it. You have this go for it opportunity type of energy, and then your believe in the impossible energy. Put down the right spots there. So now is definitely the time to go for it. Okay, so we had a jumper card here. The jump was soothed. May you settle gently, even as the waves break above, and pause. May moments of calm sustain you. And that moments of calm, as you have this deep introspection. So there's a lot of, with the blues here, may you settle gently, even as the waves are above. If you think that it's impossible for you to move in a certain direction because it would be too tumultuous, that this is kind of like, no, believe in the impossible. Like, go deep, and then even if there's crazy waves above you, if you're deep enough under the waves, you're okay. So really using that hermit energy and going within. All right, and kind of brave that storm to move past that heartache. Personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. And this kind of going with this inner, with this hermit energy and kind of the going deep energy. Like, what do you want to be? This is a time for you to figure out what is it that you really want to be? What direction do you want to go? Like with that Ace of Wands energy, what is that creativity that you're looking to finally let loose and express, and follow that? Believe in the impossible. Follow your dreams of where it is that you want to go. All right, now we are on to our earth signs, which is our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what messages want to come through for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, death. This is the end of something. So the end of something is coming in, and a lot of times, you know, the death card is less 3D disruption than the tower. So the tower is big, massive structural changes to your life. The death card is going to be more changes in your thought process. Like, okay, this is the old way of thinking about it. I'm done, you know, with this magician energy. If you're living in the past or something, you know, like, I'm done with that. So let's pull a couple cards here about what is it that you're being called to let go of, because that's going to be that death card. Queen of Cups in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. So you are being called to let go of, with your Queen of Cups in reverse, this is that neediness, that fragility, that energy of, it's like that codependent energy where, but I have to be with this person because I need them. This is about standing on your own 2 feet. So it's coming through that it's like you're in this imbalanced relationship. Like, this is not a smooth, harmonious relationship. Lovers in reverse is about imbalance between the masculine and the feminine energies, and it's about like discontent. So it's not, or it also has this element of like a choice. It's one that you don't want to make. It's like you don't want to disrupt what you've got, because with the Lovers normally in the upright, that's going to be, you have a choice to make. This is more along the lines of like you've kept yourself in a situation, you're refusing to move on from it, like you're refusing to give yourself that choice, and that's what you need to let go of. So this is, for a lot of you, this is going to be a codependent relationship that you need to let go of, and that needs to go away, so that way you can, you know, you can live in this other abundant space, because that's, you know, that's kind of dragging you down. Like, so the interesting thing, when you look at the colors here, you'll know that I'm all about the colors. It's almost like, you know, since the Knight of Swords energy, or the Knight of Swords card is going with all of these colors, it's almost like you're attaching yourself to somebody who doesn't necessarily want to be there. I mean, because like it's almost like this guy's looking there trying to pick a fight, you know, like, so if you're, and he has these other girls that are looking at him like, oh, look, he's so wonderful. And so it's almost kind of like that sense of, are you staying with a bad boy, but that's not really what brings you peace. Like, you're staying with the bad boy, but you've been with him for so long that it's kind of like you have this codependent streak that's running there. But it also, that the opportunity energy of the Knight of Swords is like, yeah, take this opportunity, just let go of that. So that's that death card. Let's see what else we've got here. Your dreams need a practical plan. What is it that you've been, you know, especially with these pentacles and those greens showing up, what is it that you've been dreaming of? If you are in a codependent relationship, that's probably not what you've been dreaming of. So if there's other dreams that you have, how do you make the practical plan to move through that? So that's full moon in Taurus is the energy there. And so, you know, that Taurus energy, remember, has to do with like stability. So if you're wanting to have a dream of having a more stable life, maybe it's too up and down right now because of this situation, you know, how do you bring in that stability? You need a practical plan to it. You can't just wake up and be like, I wonder, what should I do today? You know, like, you're going to have some sort of plan for how to change that dynamic. Forgive, may you let it be. Now this, and when this forgiveness card, you know, when there's cards that come up with forgiveness, there is a sense of, because that Soul Journey Oracle card has cards about forgiveness in it too. Remember, forgiveness doesn't mean that you're accepting and tolerating hurtful, inappropriate behavior. It doesn't mean that you're allowing people to walk through your boundaries with no consequence, but the forgiveness part, it's about letting you have the peace of not being energetically brought down by whatever that experience was. So forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. It's for you, that you're forgiving them so that way you're not continuing to live a narrative that's not helpful. And your spirit animal card is Fox. Clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So this is kind of that card of, that solutions are around you. If you feel like something needs to go, like, look for what is the solution to that? How do you make that happen? Because it could be something that's been hanging out there for a long time. So how do you make that happen? How do you let go? How do you let go of that neediness, that codependent type of energy, and move into your own authenticity and into your own power? Alrighty, now we are on to our water signs, which is our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's see what messages we have for you. All right. The moon. So this is going to be about illusions. Sometimes has a sense of trickery. What's happening by the dark of night that you're not knowing about. Let's see what it is that you are being pushed to release during this full moon. You are being pushed to release. This is the Seven of Wands and Six of Wands, both in reverse. All right. So that's going to be releasing that weakness and that burnout and that kind of arrogance and disgrace. So that's what you're being called to release. And with this moon energy coming up, it's almost like somebody or some situation is not really what it seems, and it's creating all of this like burnout and disgrace for you. So the idea is release that, release the need to feel like you're tied into that narrative, because you have all these other good things over here. Like, you've been planting the seeds and they're coming through for you to bring in that sense of abundance and stability. So whatever is over here on this other side that's kind of like screwing up your mojo, like, release it, because there's a sense of like this not bitterness, but just this weakness, and you're just burned out, like you're tired of looping. And so that's what needs to be let go of so that you can move into this abundance. The energy is gaining momentum. So the energy over here of your rewards coming in, it's gaining momentum. And this magician energy of how do I transform this situation is gaining momentum. So you're getting better at being able to transform that energy to be able to bring you into that place of abundance. Journey. May you seek adventure. So don't feel like you're trapped and that you have to live in this narrative of like, oh, I know that life is just so hard. Like this sense of, I mean, not to downplay when there are struggles, but this sense of that life is all about, like, being under the master's whip, like, come on, get to work, get out in the fields, get this done, like that sort of mindset is shifting. Like that's a very outdated paradigm that, oh, life is supposed to be tough. That's the way that that you've earned something, is you have to, slave away and all of that. Like, that's kind of this outdated mindset, that no pain, no gain, like that sort of thing. So seek adventure, seek that more of that lighthearted happiness. You don't have to sit here and struggle through all of this. Like, let it go. Whatever that is that's bringing you discomfort, disgrace, burnout, like, let go, lay that burden down. And your animal is frog, prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. It's interesting because this card pretty much beautifully it like beautifully describes what these 3 cards are saying. So, you know, the whole thing of abundance is there. You have the abundance cards over here. You have this opportunities are close at hand. So this is that opportunities, just go for it. So this is really, you know, I love this card coming out with these cards because it's like, yep, that's tied up with a nice little bow on it. So that is the message for water signs. I hope that you found today's message to be helpful. As always, take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I wish you peace and joy along your journey. Until next time.